Hi, this is Andrew from Teenage Critic, and we're here at Armory Park. So we're going to be going to the Give Me 5 Film Festival, the Noble Knots food truck, and Sydney's Heart to Heart, and a lot more fun stuff. So stick around and find out.
This is Alyssa, and you're watching Teenage Critic. I'm here with Molly and Raymond, and we are at the Columbus Theater for the Gimme 5 Teen Film Festival. Now, teens from all over the state of Rhode Island have submitted films, and today we're going to get to see some of the ones that the filmmakers made here at Teenage Critic. So tell me, what are you doing here today?
Presenting my film I made.
And what's your film about?
I wrote a poem about life and how through rough times it's really just a beautiful thing. And I did a visual montage.
Tell me more about the influence that art has on your life.
It's my whole life. My lifestyle, everything I do has to do with art. It's I just put art into everything that I do.
Tell me about your filmmaking past. Why did you get involved in this? How did you get involved in it?
I was just always interested in the TV industry. So me and my friend Aiden were doing a video at our school, and it was very interesting. We did a music video. We've done stop motion, and the music video ended up being our favorite one. And it was back to school video, and we got a lot of cool shots and whatnot. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a class at our school that we could take, and we were both interested in it, so.
That's awesome. And especially the fact that today so many schools are being cut of their art programs and their art departments. How important is it to you that you have the opportunity to take art at school?
I think it's important because it allows everyone to sort of do their own thing and really find themselves. With me, I found this passion with filmmaking. So.
And tell me a little bit more about the film you have showing today.
The film that I have showing today is called Rust, and it's about growing up just with your family from early childhood to adolescence. And I made the movie using all shadows by creating a screen and putting a light behind the screen, and my actors stood between the light and the screen so that all was captured on camera was their shadows.
And the plot line of the story, would you say it's more based on your life or other experiences of maybe friends, or just you made it up completely?
It's loosely based on my life, but I also wanted it to be relatable, so I didn't put anything in that's really all that specific.
And I heard that the music in your film is pretty interesting. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
The music I chose was Hotcha Girls by Ugly Casanova, and it's not really a popular song, but I chose it because the song is kind of about growing up, and I really like it, and it's just a song that I've always...
Hey guys, I'm Deirdre and I'm here with Preston. So, Preston, you made a film in the festival?
Yeah, it's a film I made for a class at my school. It's called All in One. It's a drama piece that I made that I'm very proud about.
Do you like filming?
More than breathing. If I had to choose, I'd definitely choose a camera.
You think you want to pursue a career in filming?
Without a doubt, I would love to do that. People know me for making my plans very specific. I've already planned out a college I want to go to. I've planned all this stuff out. I take all the film classes I need to. I just love it.
Oh, what college are you planning on going to?
I'm planning on going to NYU.
Hey guys, I'm here with Aiden. So, you have a film in the festival?
Yes, I do. I have a music video, and it's actually supposed to start the festival.
Ooh, that's exciting. Are you a little nervous?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. I don't know what I'm supposed to say when I get up there. So.
Is this your first festival that you've been at?
Yes, it is.
How long did it take you to make your music video?
Well, it was our first project actually for our class in our high school, and it took maybe 2 weeks to make. So, yeah.
Think it'll be good?
I'm hoping. I hope everyone will like it.
Hello, I'm Sarah Medeiros. I'm here at the Gimme 5 Film Festival for Teenage Critic, and I'm here with Daniel. And do you have any films in the festival?
I actually have 2 films. One's called The Accidental Death, and the other is a music video from Mark Cutler called Jump in Time.
Is Mark Cutler, is that a local how long did it take you to make those?
The Accidental Death took half a school year, so however long half a school year is. And music video took a weekend because we only had like 5 days, I think, to do it.
Really glad that you guys. How many people here are from here outside of Providence? Outside. All right. So the state of Rhode Island is. How many people here from Rhode Island? Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, we're really happy you're here. The whole concept behind this was to bring people together from all over the state so they could see each other's work, and then hopefully, really importantly, that you guys start to talk to one another and build a student film community. So as the years go along, you can share your ideas, share your scripts, start working on one another's projects, and have different points of view that you can just become a very strong, developed filmmaker. So we encourage you to swap phone numbers, email addresses, all that other good stuff, and develop your friendships. And we hope you have a wonderful time as we start to showcase these incredible films, all which have very unique perspectives.
Hi everyone, I'm Kira at the Give Me 5 Film Festival, and we're here with Cheyenne, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her music video.
So, I made this music video. It was just, something fun to be doing, and I actually like writing music, so I decided to, since I had a mentor, and she always wore these type of shirts that we call thermals. So me and my friend thought we should just make a music video of her in the thermal. So that's how I came up with actually, making a video and stuff.
Is this your first film festival that you've been in?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Raymond, Molly are actually the hosts of tonight's event. So how did you get selected to be the host?
I've been doing Give Me 5 for the past 3-ish years and making movies for it, and this is kind of my senior time to be a host. And I also work with Everett, where we do improv and speaking up in stage a lot and stuff.
So you guys are also filmmakers as well?
We actually have a movie in the show, so yeah, it should be good.
So do you guys work together, or are you independent?
Well, that film is just me and her. She edited, directed, and wrote the film, and then I was just acting in it. I played every role in the movie, so.
Now, do you guys feel like you want to, have a future in film and art and media?
Yeah, I'm into film and animation, so I'm going to college for that now. So.
And what about you?
The same thing, except I'm still in high school right now. So in a couple of years, that's when I'm going to school.
So I'm here with Steven Feinberg, who's actually in charge of running this whole thing. So I'm actually so excited to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet all of you.
So tell me a little bit about how you put this together.
Well, I didn't do it single-handedly. I did it with Sherilyn Brown, who is the Director of Education for the Rhode Island Council on the Arts. And then there's a whole group of educators and media group, and we all came together, and we had this idea that we wanted to get students from across the state together to show their films. And we didn't know how we were going to do it. Some people talked about having a competition. I didn't want to have a competition. I thought it was more importantly to have a community event. And so we tried to get as many students from across the state to meet one another, show their films, and we've had very diverse films, and we wanted to keep it under 5 minutes. That was the secret. So then we did more brainstorming, more collaboration, and we came up with Give Me 5, and this is the 5th annual Give Me 5 Film Festival.
Now, how many films are going to be shown today?
Thousands of films. No, I think it's, I think we have about 24, 25, maybe it's a little more. I looked through all the films and tried to put them in an order that would complement each film. So if there was a suspense film, we might go into a comedy. Then we might do something experimental. If it was a dark experimental, then we might do a nice light music video. And so we tried to mix it up. There are some that are really strong. There are some that are experimental, some that are narrative. And every different school has a different, and every student has a different perspective, and that's what's really cool.
We just came out of the Give Me 5 Film Festival. I had fun, did you? So we're here at Armory Park, and the Cranston Armory is right there. There actually isn't really a lot of things going on, but there's a ginormous farmer's market over there. And they have sometimes they have like a kickball game here. There's actually a volleyball net over there. People like bring their dogs. Some people are jogging, walking their dogs, just playing around. Coming up next is Sydney's Heart to Heart, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, this is Sydney from Teenage Critic, and today on Anatomy of a School Day / Heart to Heart, I'm going to talk about study habits and my tips for you. But before I start, I just want to remind you guys that I'm in 7th grade and I haven't gone through half my education. And yeah, so just take everything with a grain of salt and remember that I'm 13 years old. So my first tip is super easy yet really effective. And it's just to, when you're doing your work and you're doing your homework after school and you have all your work like near you or in front of you, just take the, not minutes, seconds to just review or just even look over the new material that you learned that day, because like you could learn it at say 10 a.m. That day, and then the next day you'll go to that class without having reviewed or anything. So it's basically just new material if you don't review it sometime in between. So just take like 30 seconds to just look over your notes and stick it in your, or refresh your brain a little bit on this stuff that you learned, and you remember a lot more than you think. So just by doing that and refreshing your brain, you'll feel a lot more on top of the material the next day. You'll feel like you actually learned something. So my next tip is when you're writing down your assignments in your assignment notebook or your agenda, in addition to writing the assignment, also write the amount of minutes it should take you to complete that assignment. So by doing this, you can set time frames for yourself. And this is actually the most important and useful tip I'm going to say in this whole entire video, is to set time frames for yourself, because one of the things it does is helps you stay on track and not get caught up in a certain assignment. So say you're going to do your math homework at 3:30 and you know it should take 30 minutes. So you can say to yourself, okay, I should be done with my math homework by 4. And my theory is if you give yourself a time frame and you kind of pressure yourself to do an assignment, it will be completed in that amount of time. Like one time I was doing an essay and I had to go leave for a voice lesson in like 20 minutes. And normally it would take me about an hour to do that assignment, but since I knew that I had to leave in 20 minutes, I got it done in 20 minutes. So by setting time frames and like knowing how long it should take you to do your homework, it will save you a lot of time. I guarantee that. Third tip is to know your schedule in addition to knowing your homework, because if you know that after school today you're going to have dinner at your cousin's house and have a track meet and a tennis lesson, so basically my point is to do homework earlier and do it at school as much as you can at school or beforehand, like if you have a long-term thing or whatever. My final tip is also pretty straightforward and simple. It's just to have no distractions with you when you do your studying or when you're working on your homework. So that means no TV in the background, no listening to music, which is hard because I always do that. So no TV, no music, no eating even, because that takes away your attention from the assignment or your homework. And especially if I'm doing something important, I will even turn off my phone to resist temptation. And I know it's convenient to have your phone right there so you can check the time or you can see if you have text message or notifications, but all of those are just distractions and they don't help you when you do your homework. So when you do your homework, just do straight up work, nothing else. So if you complete that earlier in the day, like right after you get home from school, you just have all this free time where you don't even have to worry about it. So those are all the tips I have for you guys today, and I hope they were helpful, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So I will see you next week on Teenage Critic.
Hey, I'm Andrew, and we're here for Food for Thought, and I'm interviewing Kate, who runs Noble Knots Food Truck. Can you tell me something about this?
Sure, Andrew, I'd love to. We are a food truck. We just started a few months ago here in Providence. We specialize in sandwiches served on pretzel rolls. We bake the bread ourselves. We have items such as the braised short rib, pulled pork, roasted chicken, and a knot dog, which is a bacon-wrapped hot dog.
Oh, that's cool. You have pretzels as pretty much like the buns?
Yes, exactly.
How did you think of that idea?
I grew up in South Philadelphia, which is kind of the home of the soft pretzel here in the United States. It was a food that I always ate, I've always loved, and I was trying to come up with a concept that was different from what everybody else is doing, and this is what we landed on.
It's very cool. So why do you have the truck like here out of all places?
We live in this neighborhood, so we wanted to try and cultivate our business in the community and kind of stick with our community ties and build our business that way.
So do you move the truck like around town, or do you just keep it in one spot and people come?
We have quite a few different spots that we go to. During the week we go to a lot of office parks and do lunch service there, and then on the weekends we tend to be over on this side. We're here on Saturdays for a kickball in Providence from 11 to 3. Then on Sundays we actually do a brunch over at the E&O Tap on Knight Street.
So what's your most popular sandwich?
Right now, our most popular item on the menu is the knot dog.
So can you make us something?
I'd love to. We're going to do a pulled pork for you.
Oh, sweet. So I'm going into the truck right now, so follow me. So what are you doing right now?
Right now I'm griddling the bun, and I'm going to start warming up the pork. I use pork butts. I braise them really slowly for about 6 hours at a nice and low temperature with cinnamon, chipotle, and some other spices. So it's super tender and shreddable.
So, are your ingredients pretty fresh, you can say?
Yeah, definitely. We try to use as much local stuff as possible. I try to run around to the farmers markets when they're around and to get my produce and vegetables and whatnot and work that way.
So, how did you get into the food business?
I've actually been cooking as a professional chef for about 17 years now. I grew up in a family that food and meals were a really central part of the family structure, an important part of it. And I've always felt that good food is a good way to brighten someone's day, and it's a good way to make people happy. It's something I've always enjoyed doing, so it was a natural progression when I started thinking about what I was going to do for a living.
What's the difference between being on like a commercial kitchen or being on a food truck?
Well, commercial kitchens obviously a lot bigger, a lot more space. You have a lot more storage room. The great thing about the truck is you have a lot less overhead. So you're going through your product a lot faster. It forces you to be constantly fresh and really organized because you have very limited space. So you have to make sure you've got everything you need when you need it, whereas in a big commercial kitchen you tend to have more storage space and you've got a little more wiggle room.
Like, what's your kind of setup here?
We have a pretty simple setup here. We just have a flat top and we have a deep fryer. I rent a kitchen in Cranston to do all of my major prep out of, little things I can do here on the truck, and then we just transport everything from the kitchen to the truck in coolers when as needed so that we have our backup storage space there.
What do you think makes your food special?
I think my culinary background makes my product a lot different, plus just the concept itself, the pretzel rolls. None of the other food trucks are baking their own bread, and nobody else is doing quite what I'm doing, so I think it kind of sets us apart from everybody else.
Looks good. So Andrew be like, it looks good, I can't wait to eat.
Looks good, I can't wait to eat it.
We'll be ready in just a moment. I'm just going to melt some cheese here.
What do you think,
pretty hungry. So here we are outside the truck, and I'm gonna go get the food now. Thank you. That looks awesome.
Aww. That looks so cute. Is it good?
It's awesome. So thank you so much. Where can we find you?
The best way to find us is you can follow us on Twitter, Noble Knots on Twitter. We also have a Facebook page, Noble Knots also. And in addition, there is a website called Food Trucks In that keeps track of all the food trucks actually across the country, but in real time.
Keep on trucking.
All right, thanks, Andrew.
Oh, here, wave down.
Coming next, we have an inspirational piece from the Give Me Five Film Festival, and it's pretty inspirational. So stick around and you'll love it. Hi, I'm Andrew, and you've been watching Teenage Critic. I had fun hosting the show, and I hope you did too. We went to some fun places like the Give Me Five Film Festival, the Noble Knots food truck, and a lot more other fun stuff. If you have any questions, go to teenagecritic.com and stick around next week. Bye.